for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsor.
Led to the worst drug crisis in American history. That's why the CDC recommends physical therapists screen you for movement, hands-on care, and patient education. No warning labels required. And by increasing physical activity, you can also reduce your risk of other
We would like to
chronic
thank the
diseases.
following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
When it comes to your health,
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one
Sports talk in the Duke City. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, since last we convened, boy, oh boy, I'm not going to lie, man. I wanted to work yesterday. I felt guilty taking yesterday off. But, I mean, that was mandated by the company. Holy smoke, since we've been gone, we've crowned a national champion. We got a Final Four in the NFL after an incredible weekend of football. Lobos and Aztecs played what might be the final game in, it is, and Lord knows how long. I don't know when they're going to do that again at Viejas Arena, and it was a really, really entertaining one. And Alex Bregman was introduced, and the Jimmy Butler's out for the year, and oh my goodness gracious, boy, do we got a lot to do. Let's go. If you don't have something to get in on today, like I tell you a lot, you're probably listening to the wrong format of radio. Thank you for finding the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, how you living?
What it do?
What a weekend, huh?
Goodness.
I don't even, there's a zillion places to start. I guess we'll work our way back, and we'll do that, because last night was so incredibly entertaining, and the story that, I guess when you do ESPYs, right, Indiana gets the ESPY, right? That's the best story. We're going to talk about Team of the Year, and whoever wins the Super Bowl is going to be a great story, and the Dodgers were a good story in the World Series, and whoever wins the NBA championship, like all that's great. But this story of what Indiana has been historically, and they tell me that it's the largest fan base, the largest alumni base in America, which means there's got to be somebody, and I know a few of you, who are listening, and this is your world. If you could jump in and put it in perspective, because I don't know that I've got anything to really compare it to, because I don't know that there is anything to compare it to. A program that until 2 years ago, what their winningest season was 8? They were an afterthought in football. They were the losingest football team in Division I or in FBS over history. You make the Holiday Bowl, it was a big deal. That's your big deal. I guess it would be somewhat akin to New Mexico getting to that point, right? But New Mexico's playing in the Mountain West. I guess it would be crazier if New Mexico somehow did it. But it's that sort of a story where a program that football wasn't on the map, essentially, and look what football has done to Indiana University. And a dude comes in a new era and completely turns it around. They get resources. And I was having this conversation yesterday with somebody about, look at the new era, where we're going in football. And schools with big, and Indiana has that, educated, wealthy fan bases who historically did not perform well in football now have a chance at football. Indiana, Vanderbilt, right? All of a sudden, these places that were higher educational institutions, oh yeah, but never mind football, whatever, they just play. Well, now, with the alumni, the volume of the alumni and the pockets of the alumni, in an NIL era where it's all above board, look out, because you can have a change. I'm going to tell you, I enjoyed the college football playoff because in some respects it was refreshing. And if you're an Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan fan, you probably weren't there. But JJ, I enjoyed it because the new blood, to see Miami, and I know Miami's not necessarily new blood, but they are over the last few decades. Indiana, Oregon, and Oregon's been there a couple of times. Ole Miss, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the games were great.
The games are phenomenal. It's still, even with the money involved, the physicality. You win in the trenches, and the way these teams played, both in the offensive and defensive lines, overcame some more explosive offenses throughout the college football playoff because of what their defenses were able to do. Clutch plays. Very last though, Carson Beck is going to be an interception, but he was the steady presence they needed to get to that point and have an opportunity in a game like that. And yes, it's changed, because if you have the money and if you have the people interested enough in the product, that's what it is. And it is one where y'all got to kind of take a step back and go, if we're really going to cry about the Dodgers, then guess what? You got it in college football, and you can be that team. If you have someone that likes sports, because all of a sudden,
Mark Cuban
was on the sidelines.
everywhere,
You know he's going to be willing to pump some more money
everywhere.
into that program. You have someone that likes that and just wants to be a part of it and be a presence and be the face of it, like we saw with Michael Irvin, like we saw with Mark Cuban over the last couple of weeks. Get in line and see what you can do.
Yeah, and if you've got the volume like that, and the amount of people who are hungry and, again, successful and have the disposable income that they're now willing to put into football, Vanderbilt is another example, man.
Yeah, what they've done the last couple of years, it's proven that in sports you have to win, and people will show up. Not, hey, show up while we do this. No, win, and people will show up. And I think back to, I think we were going to, it was a trip to San Jose State a couple weeks ago, and gosh, I forget whatever. I think Phoenix or we were layover somewhere, and there was just tons of Indiana people coming back from the Rose Bowl. And I'm like, this is crazy. Who knew there was this many Hoosier fans?
Well,
there are.
And I'm going to go back to, I think most of you get it, right? I think most of you understand it. There's a few who still hold out, but I'm going to go back to football. You don't have to like football. I'm not telling you, hey, you've got to love the game. But I just don't know how you can ignore the impact on the entire athletic program if your university, if your athletic program sponsors football. Indiana? Now, you can give me all the Gonzagas and Xaviers and UConns you want, but UConn plays football. And well, Jeff, look at UConn and basketball. All right. And they're probably the outlier. And they're trying to get good in football, by the way. They've been trying. Jamora was up there, and he just got hired by Colorado State. But what football does for the entire institution and absolutely the athletic department, and more so the fan base and the alumni base. I love basketball, man. Don't get me wrong. You're not cheating on basketball if you support football. But look what Indiana did. Look at the investment Indiana, a basketball school in the basketball state, right? I mean, that's the basketball state, isn't it? The Hoosier State. It's the movie. It's Steve Alford and Bobby Knight, and look what they just did. It is one of the most amazing stories. And you know what? They will make the movie. And you know what? The movie's going to be good. The movie's going to be really good. You don't write it. I mean, Fernando Mendoza is a cheesy, silly, over-the-top, wholesome Indiana. I mean, how about him? But you know what he did? You know what he did when the biggest play of the season was required? He came up with the biggest play of the season required. Cash the check. Signetti with the boulders on Signetti to go for that instead of kick the field goal. Nobody would have blamed him to go up 2 scores. It might have even been the right thing. You might have been sitting there going, I don't know, man, I kicked the field goal. But he had the faith in what he was doing in that dude, and he put it in the Heisman Trophy winner's hand. And that dude pinballed around and dove for the end zone. And, JJ, I'm going to tell you, that's going to go down as one of the most iconic plays in college football. I mean, that goes down there with the Flutie Hail Mary, and, give me a few others. That's going to go down with as big the call, the play, the execution, the dive, the toughness from your Heisman Trophy. Write me the movie.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza throughout the entire CFP just kept putting the doubters in his rearview mirror because we get too caught up on what these players are going to do at the next level. Why Fernando Mendoza is not the number 1 overall pick. Why Fernando Mendoza is not a franchise quarterback. Right now, I'm just watching Fernando Mendoza take over college football, execute plays at the highest level whenever they need it, whether it's a 4th down throw, go into that back shoulder fade, connecting with the receiver, the iconic run, which you just laid out. And who would have thought? All you need was some JMU transfers, a quarterback from Cal, right, and you can win a national championship.
And that's the other piece of it. And that's why this is so cool. Look, and Miami fan, there's a lot of fan bases on Monday and Tuesday morning who are licking their wounds. I almost got stopped in the elevator, JJ. I almost didn't make it up. I should still be in the elevator because Joe, the security guard downstairs, you know, he just, the first thing he said to me was, hey, Symbieta, and then he's like, I'm so mad at the Bears, they gave it away, and I kind of gave a fist bump. He's like, which elevator are you in? I'm going to stop the elevator. All right? Bears fan. Bills fan is, I mean, out beyond over their mind, I would say. Right? Miami, I get it, man. That's what sports is. Miami had a hell of a season. Is the U back? Yeah, I would argue the U is back. Unless you think they got to come all the way back and win a national championship, all right, then they're almost back. But this is about Indiana. This is about a story of the kind that I don't have a parallel for. I just don't. There have been schools, teams, programs that come from somewhat nowhere to win. Even after last year's run, they were 100-1 to win going into this season. They were 100-1. Didn't they play in the Big Ten championship game last year? Didn't they? They got beat in the Big Ten championship game, right, by Ohio State last year?
It's wild because I know that all the buzz this morning, especially listening to stuff coming in, the most improbable. I'm like, yeah, they weren't good for a while, but the last 2 years, this has been a team, man. They had a number one by their name this year.
But see, that's the thing is, even though they were that good last year, nobody bought into it. Nobody, and I'm not going to lie, it took me, you know, when I finally said, holy smokes, and I watched them. I watched the game when they went up to Oregon, and they beat Oregon, and I'm like, wow, okay, they're really good. But then they almost lost to Penn State the next week, but they didn't. The way they came back and won that game, I'm like, yeah, they're good, but when they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game is when I went, all right, I'm in. When they beat the crap out of Alabama in the Rose Bowl, all right, I'm in. Right?
We're paying attention now.
Yes. They're the national champion. It's so good, and the game was so entertaining. And Fernando Mendoza, and then don't forget the name Jamari Sharp. The interception at the end of the game to put it away, and I mean, it was something. We got the NFL to get through. We got all of the college stuff is just been insane. The coach carousel continues to roll. We got a new hiring this morning. The Titans have a new head coach. We'll get into the Aztecs and the Lobos on Saturday in Viejas because that was an entertaining watch as well. So much to do. 505-246-0610. Let's go. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at SportsAnimals created something called the No Regrets Engagement Ring. What does that mean? It means it's guaranteed you will love the ring or they will redesign it for free. That puts John Thomas Jewelers the only jeweler offering peace of mind through full visualization. So if you design a ring there, they do 3D scans and 3D renders. They print it in wax before you see it in precious metals. On-premises design right there on premises at John Thomas Jewelers. And a 1-year no-penalty exchange program, even on custom rings. It comes with a free lifetime nationwide warranty. And the diamonds are premium hand-selected diamonds from Antwerp, Belgium, the diamond capital of the world, selected by John Thomas Jewelers. You can't find a better, brighter, more beautiful diamond. So there's no guesswork. There's no regrets, there's no worries, and no one else does this. And there's no limits. If you can dream it, they will design it. No matter what it is you're looking for, John Thomas Jewelers will take care of you. They are my jeweler, and they should be yours as well. Voted best jewelry store in Albuquerque 5 years running. Named one of the coolest jewelry stores in all of America. It's John Thomas Jewelers. Go by and see them on the third floor of the Lewis University building on Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal, right across the street from the Coronado Center. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is
We would like
making
to
it
thank
easy
the
save
following
money
sponsors
when you
for
bundle
making
your
this
auto policy with
broadcast
home,
possible.
Condo or renters. You'll earn a
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the
It's the Frontier Bar. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Check our weekly specials at
Is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Check our weekly specials.
specials at
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast.
You, the support, as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time.
But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I would expect that to be the majority of the hires. Now that Sean McDermott's out there,
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
on the phone with him, Mike McCarthy.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry.
It's rigged.
They are...
Come on now, you can hire all these coaches you want like that. The game is rigged, and Big Brother runs it, and guys...
Give me your example. What happened? Which game was rigged? Was it the Rams game? Was it the
Denver game? Denver's not going to the Super Bowl, so it's going to be the Patriots and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
All right.
And it's rigged. It was set up. The Broncos were supposed to go to the Super Bowl. They were gonna beat the Bills. For some reason, the Bills are not liked by the NFL. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't get a call.
The owners don't like it or whatever. But yeah, it was rigged. It was set up. Even Tony Romo was arguing with the guy, the referee in the booth.
Yeah.
He was even arguing with him. He goes, "How's a catch? It's a catch."
Yep.
Oh, it's not. Oh, did you hear that?
Well, I heard the discrepancy. I mean, I don't think it's rigged. I think Bills fans certainly does. I mean, Bills fans did not get a call, and I got a lot of thoughts on how that game was officiated. I'm not sure I think it's rigged, but all right. And are you really not going to watch?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I'll kind of like, whatever. If I'm bored or whatever, I'll watch it or not. But I'm done with it. I was a Raiders fan. I'm a Raiders fan. Yeah, but ownership is just ruining. Ownership is just ruining the game. You know, you got Jerry Jones, you got the Jets, the Maras, and all that. They're just ruining it. So,
right,
you know, college. So take care, guys.
All right,
Have a look.
later.
Take care. Bye.
All right. Ownership and bad officiating. All right, I'll go there.
But I'm going to watch.
I'll bite.
What a disaster of a phone call.
I will. I will bite. 33-30 Broncos. Let me start at a couple places because I got so many thoughts on this. First of all, don't turn the ball over 5. All right.
Four, Jeff. It was only 4.
But as a team, it was 5, right? As a team, they turned it over 5 times.
So the last one wasn't a turnover.
The one before halftime that Josh Allen just gave away in that 3 points, obviously, this is a disaster. It can't happen. What did you think of the pass to Brandon Cooks, the interception as they went to the ground?
I thought that was a catch.
Okay.
I thought it was a catch. All the football that we've watched over the years, when there's simultaneous possession, receiver goes down with the football before it's ripped out, I assumed it was a catch.
As a Bronco fan, you assumed it was a catch too. How do you? We look at everything. We review everything, and from what I understood, after watching as much football as I've watched, and it's probably way too much, every scoring play and every turnover is reviewed, correct?
That is correct.
And they didn't stop this game, and Sean McDermott, before he got fired, called timeout to give them time to review the play, and maybe they did, and they didn't see it. And I don't know that Bills fan feels any better at all if they review it and come to the same conclusion. But my first inclination is, how on earth in such an absolutely pivotal situation for both of these franchises and for the league? And I get it, man. It's just a game. Unless you got money on it, unless it's your job, unless it's your livelihood. And you know what? Unless it's your fandom if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, because you live and die by this crap. I agree with you. I thought it was a catch. I thought when they hit the ground, the ball was in possession of Brandon Cooks. Same play happened the next day, didn't it, with Devontae Adams and the Rams?
Looked very similar.
And it was, oh, yeah, that's a catch. And again, I'm a Rams fan. I think it was a catch. But I thought, I just don't know how that was not ruled a catch, or at least went back and reviewed and scrutinized. And so Sean McDermott's right with that.
Did they even say it was an expedited review?
I never heard anything
on the review?
No. The 2 pass interference calls, the second one was absolutely pass interference. The one that set them up inside the 10-yard line, that was pass interference. The way they were playing football all day, and I'm in overtime now when Denver's got the ball. I thought the first one was soft.
That doesn't matter, because there was a late hit on the quarterback on that play.
I guess that's right. I guess there was. Yeah, but I still thought that was a bad call. But, man, if you're a Bills fan, you got to want to barf. You just got to want to puke. And then they go and fire Sean McDermott, and you can decide if Sean McDermott's the issue or not. I know Bills fan and all the pundits are up in arms, and how can you fire him? And I guess the only thing I can say is, are you going to keep doing the same thing the same way? You're not getting rid of Josh Allen.
I can fire Harbaugh. You know, it was one of those things where, yes, you play for a championship, and you should be able to make decisions that lead you there, but it also shows, do we appreciate winning enough in sports?
We don't. No, we know we don't. I mean, flat out, the answer is absolutely we do not. Unless you win at the highest level, and then do we appreciate it enough? Probably not.
It gives you a couple years.
It gives you a couple of years. But no. All right, I got to take this break. We're going to go to the phones, 505-246-0610. I got thoughts on all these games. I know you do too. The Rams-Bears was just as nervy as it's been. Bears fan, I feel for you, but what the hell was that, Caleb Williams? I mean, are you out of your mind? chucking it 45 yards in the air off your back foot, and it lands in the hands of your tight end with 20-something seconds to go. I mean, great play, but 505-246-0610. Fellas, how you feeling? No, not emotionally. Not after your team got beat. No, I mean more so physically. Tired, maybe gaining weight, losing muscle, struggling to focus a bit. Just you don't feel like you. All of it could be signs of low testosterone or hormone imbalance. But there is some help for you locally here with the team at Vita Vital Medical. Vita Vital Medical is Albuquerque's experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, and peptide therapy to help you restore your strength, your energy, your confidence, and your performance on and off the field. Vita Vital Medical, local. They know what works. They will help you get back in the game. They will develop a program that's focused on you. They'll take the time to listen to your goals and talk to you about what's going on with your body. How do you feel? How long have you felt? What are your symptoms? What is it you want? What are your goals? Where do you want to be? And they'll create a plan tailored to you. Don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Take action today and feel better. The number is 505-240-8559. 505-240-8559. You can go online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David A, V-I-T as in Thomas A-L. VitaVitalMedical.com. Get back to being that man you know you are and feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
This report brought to you by Glasheen, Baez, and Enderman Injury Attorneys. We win
We would
big.
like to thank the
Hi,
following
I'm Attorney Noe
sponsors
Baez.
for
At
making
Glasheen,
this
Baez,
broadcast
and Enderman
possible.
Injury Lawyers, we are here to fight for you. If you have been injured or lost a loved one in a major accident, you want an experienced injury attorney.
International
on your side.
Protective
We have over
Services
30
is
years
a
of
proud
experience
supporter
handling
of
personal
Pro V
injury
Sports
cases.
and New
Visit
Mexico
us today
Youth
at
Athletics.
GBIlaw.com.
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView
All right, you
Networks.
guys are all over the text line. Mike
We would
says
like to
we don't
thank the
even get
following
back to
sponsors
7
for making this broadcast possible.
2-point safety game over. He sent me a
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
They fold up the court. Santi Steven feeds Decker. Decker feeds the baskets.
And the guy pulled him away from behind with his arms around his neck. It was pretty blatant, and I think that should have been called, but they weren't going to call that. They didn't want it to end that way.
Yeah, and that was right. The picture you sent me was right on the goal line. I wonder if they'd have called that on the goal line or on the, in which side of the goal line they'd have called it.
Well, that picture was actually well after he was holding him through the whole play. If you go back and watch that,
So then it could have been. It would have been in the field of play. It might have been then. If it was before what you just sent, then it probably would have been called at the 1 yard line. It would have been.
No, when he's actually stepping forward with his arm, when he actually reaches back like he's gonna throw it, he was almost within fingertips of stripping the ball. And so that holding call was almost through that hole while he was in the end zone, and he was trying to hold him back from behind. But this, for those that have replay, just go and watch it and see what you think. But I think the catch was also, they showed a lot of, and I get it, to get those interceptions, that interception call, was tough. But how many plays did you see? Great throws, receivers land on the ground, the ball pops out. When his back hits on the reception and the ball pops out, they don't call that a reception. They call it the ground cannot. You have to survive.
You have to survive
the ground. Yeah. So I think there is a picture. There was a video that shows the ball coming off his chest once he hit, and then the fortunate part was the defender was right there to get the bounce away from the player. Most of the time, if there wasn't a receiver there, you'd see it bounce off his chest and roll down the field.
I would argue that I think he ripped it. I don't know that it bounced. I think he just took it right out of his hands. I don't know that. But I mean, no. Look, that's a bang bang play. That's as tight. That's how do you interpret it, right?
I think the right was. I think if you want to say the football gods, may it be right or wrong, it shouldn't have even gotten to that place, in my mind. So it's kind of like, okay, cool, that's a great story, but I think it should have ended on safety. Personally, if you watch that, it's pretty obvious, and separate from the rest of the game, because we can take for tact the whole game, and like they should have called this and they should have called that, and they never, blah blah blah. But last thing, I'll let you go, but that Lobo game in San Diego was incredible, and it literally got down to where they stripped the ball, got the turnover with a minute and a half left. I think that was, but not to take away from how the players. I mean, I love this team. I think they're going to have an amazing season and career here, and I'm excited for the return trip, and hopefully some of the fans start buying in on them, and it's a great crowd that's showing up, and tip my hat to them, but keep coming, and let's try to build that crowd to what that team deserves.
Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you. Mike called us at 505-246-0610. A couple of things. So it's interpretation. He says he didn't survive with the ground. The way I looked at it is he did. He had possession of the ball when he hit the ground, and the ball got stripped away. He's saying, nope, you got to survive it, and he thought it popped up in the air. I didn't really see it pop in the air. But it's interpretation, and I think the biggest argument people have is, how did they just not take the time to look at it? Get to where you got to get, but
that is one where I do not have a good response to that. I don't know why, unless it was expedited, but then they didn't convey that.
I don't even know how you can expedite that, man. Like, honestly, that play in that moment of that game, with everything riding on that's ball game.
That was one where I think, however it was called on the field, it was going to stay that way, even if you look at it.
And they called it an interception. He got into the Lobo game, and they lose 83-79 in San Diego to the Aztecs. Miles Bird was really, really good in that game. Tomislav Bullion in the second half was just bonkers. I mean, just bonkers in the second half. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. And, dude, I don't know what switch flipped. That dude was different in that half than I would argue any other time we've seen him play as a Lobo. You disagree with me?
That was his best offensive half of basketball this entire season.
Did you know he had all that in him?
No, I didn't know he had that quick first step, ripping it baseline, attacking the basket like that. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. I mean, it was holy smokes, that guy's a man. He's 24 years old, and he looks the part in the second half of play. First half, 2 points, over 3 field goals, and he had 4 rebounds. Second half, he went 8 for 12 field goals. He had 10 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. Lobos hit 12 out of their 33 pointers. They were right there. They were right there at the end, and a couple of turnovers. Miles Bird was the difference in this one. And then B.J. Davis hits the big shot for San Diego State, as he always does for San Diego State. I mean, he seems to be that guy. You know how I feel about Bird. He was the preseason conference player of the year. I'm not sure. I think he's that dude, but tell you what, he's that dude. Yeah, he was that dude on Saturday night.
Yeah. And that's the thing. For him, kind of live up to some of the hype, it's consistency. It's showing who he is night in and night out, but he has the level to play like the best player in the league. Because he saw it on Saturday night when they needed it. And this is the game I look at it from the Lobos, and I still have them in that top 3 mix. Because if you're on the road, down 15, able to come back and make it a game, could have been a huge opportunity to steal one on the road, but now you have the get-back opportunity, home and home split, but you're still in the race for it. Because what happened with Utah State going down at Grand Canyon, and with the way the Lobos looked at Grand Canyon.
Did you see that game, too? Grand Canyon
controlled Utah State in that atmosphere down there in Phoenix. So there's one where you come out and you go, missed opportunity, 5-2. It's a huge step forward, of course, for San Diego State, but opportunity. At least try to split with the Aztecs. You still have your 2 with Utah State in front of you. You look.
You got a big week
is
here.
Are the Aztecs going to slip up? No, that's a big thing because we've seen them. They've gone on the road. They handle their business in Laramie, some of the places that have been challenging for them. So you'd have to pull off a big upset to stay in the regular season title race, but overall, still think you're in a solid position.
All right, 505-246-0610. I want your thoughts on that game as well, because that was Saturday. It seems like a month ago, when the Lobos went to play the Aztecs in San Diego. Get into all that. Your thoughts on any of the NFL stuff is open for you. Last night, it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 630 Sports.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is making it easy to save money.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You'll earn a multi-policy discount.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Sweet Rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
America's funniest headlining comics every weekend at Hyenas. Log on to Hyenas
would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Classes start February 11th. An accredited state university, UMGC offers...
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
That's 444-4444.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Time to shop at Wantabo in Montgomery or righttobeararmsnm.com.
All season long, listen to the
We would like to thank...
presented by Hyenas Comedy Nightclub on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
LaBarge Landscape cleaned up my yards. They can clean up yours and make yours look great too. You're looking for your transformation. Want to do something with your front yard, your backyard. There's one spot. It's LaBarge Landscape. They came out to the place and it looked. It's a different. They fixed it. It got away from me. Trees growing everywhere. Grass was dying. Irrigation system got away from me. It's just not my thing. I'm not real good at it. It is theirs, and they're really good at it. You know what you want? LaBarge will make it happen. If you're not sure what you want, have them bring their design team out there, look at your space, and they will create something that is beautiful for you. You and your family are going to get years of enjoyment out of a landscape transformation. Don't wait till spring. Do it now, because in spring, everybody calls them. You're going to get on a waiting list, and then middle of next summer is when it finally gets done. People who get to enjoy a new landscape in the spring are the people who call LaBarge Landscape now. Go to their website. It's LaBarge, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, LaBargeLandscape.net. Look at the beautiful projects they've done, and then call them at 505-345-3000 and set an appointment. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It is LaBarge Landscape. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. Let's go to you. Bobby, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Bobby.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
I listen most mornings. I just want to say you guys do a great job. But I'm a big Chicago Bears fan. I just wanted to call in with a quick appreciation post for the season that we just had. The job that Ben Johnson did was incredible. Dennis Allen with that duct tape defense that was injured all year, and especially Caleb Williams. It's just amazing after all the seasons that we've had to have finally some hope and some belief. And for the first time in a long time, the Bears' future looks bright.
Yeah, it does. Hey, Bobby, let me ask you this. And I say this as a Rams fan, so I was on the other side of that hysteria the other night. I was really, really pleased because I was on the other side that Ben Johnson opted to not take field goals early in that game, which would have helped. And I love the aggressive approach, and I understand being who you are. But, man, when points are at a premium, a couple of those 3 points would have really helped later in the game.
Yeah, no, we're all sitting on the couch watching them kick those field goals, not kick those field goals, rather, just wishing that they'd take the points. But they've done this to us all year. Yep. He's converted quite a few of them. I think he's in the playoffs is a lot lower percentage, but course, a lot better defenses that we play too. But he's just always the guy that goes for it. Caleb's been able to come through on fourth down. Even when we miss, it seems like the game is close. They keep it. They find a way to win at the end. They didn't pull it off this time, but they still had that miracle play. That was just the best.
What do you think of that, man? That play was ridiculous.
Yeah, it just seems like every week or every other week he's doing something even more ridiculous. It's amazing.
All right, man, don't be a stranger. Congratulations on a great season. It was fun to be a Bears fan, and I agree with you. Your future's bright. Bobby, thanks for the call. Aaron, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I was actually at the game, and when I saw the play in Denver, I thought it was a reception, obviously, because you couldn't see the defender come up, and then all of a sudden we see the guy celebrating, and we're going, oh, my God, all right, great. And so, I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't even think there was any controversy until, obviously, I got back and started, seeing replays and stuff. But in this case, I think the replay, the slow motion actually does it a disservice. I mean, he never actually held on to that possession, because you could just tell by his reaction. Cooks was laying there. He knew he screwed up. It was like, God dang, if I'd just hung on to it. And, Tony Romo did mention it, and they said, well, I don't know, because he did, but he also mentioned the safety that wasn't called in the end zone. Yeah. So, I rewatched it again, because obviously it's a different perspective when you're on TV. But it was a great game, man. I thought Denver lost it about 3 different times. I got dejected, thought it was over, and they've been another team that's been pulling off miracles all year. So anyway, I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's a great call, Aaron. Thank you. That game, there were 2 games this weekend. The 2 NFL games, the Rams, Bears, and the Broncos, Bills. The tension, and I don't care which side you were on as a fan.
Crazy.
It was insanity.
This overtime in the division playoffs, you're going to nitpick everything, because that's what happens to any game, but especially at this point in the season. What if you did this here? Well, would the outcome have been different at the end, and how things play out? And for me, I look at Chicago, and where did Ben Johnson hang out last year?
In Detroit. With
who? Dan Campbell. Yeah. Aggressiveness. It's his nature. It's who they are. I think it's fair to say, hey, maybe one of those, do you want to get the point?
Yeah.
Yes. And then that's what you do now as a coach. You go back and say, all right, this was our plan year one, the decisions that we made, but I also appreciate teams that don't change who they are in the moment.
I tell you what, in the moment, and from my perspective, I was like, damn, I'm glad it was over. I thought points were going to be at a premium, and I loved the way that Rams front just stepped up. And I get it, man. I understand. Be who you are. Do what got you there. You've got a couple of stud running backs in Monangai and in Swift, and you believe you're going to be able to get a yard. And that Rams front all day long, as much as you want to credit whoever you want to credit. Matthew Stafford's going to get all the love, and I thought Kyron Williams was good. I thought Nakua is so tough. The catch that Devontae Adams made in overtime.
Made all the big defensive plays until the end, when Caleb Williams had one of the wildest.
Well, and even then they got to him, and the guy just 40 shucked the ball.
It. Yeah. And then that's also a snapshot of Caleb. Like, Caleb Williams has it.
Yeah.
Like, he has the
always
arm
has
talent.
had that. Yeah.
Like that, and now he has a coach that's
encouraging
been on him.
Yeah.
Forced, trained it.
Yeah.
All that stuff, and that's why you stick with certain players like that for a while. And this was only year 2 for Caleb Williams, and we can break down the interception in overtime, because I'm not up in arms about the play call. It was just the execution.
Right. With DJ Moore,
kind of where he was
like
drifting, what Caleb was expecting, and
right.
Curl is just one of the best safeties in football.
And he made a great play on it. I got like it's hard for me to sit here and say Caleb Williams costing the game.
The Rams front 7
was great all day. And even on that last play in the regulation, the Hail Mary, what do you call that? The Caleb shot, like the right? It was, and Kmet pushed, but again, we're not going to call it there. We don't call it. We don't call pass interference in the end zone in any games isn't a thing. We know that. But yeah, the Rams front side. I question in the moment Ben Johnson not going for field goal, taking a few points here and there. I appreciate being who you are. Go with what got you there. You know, dance with who brung you. That whole thing. But at some point, man, you got to score points to win games. That Ram front seven came up gigantic, and they are as big a reason why the Rams are going to Seattle as anything else. Opening drive coming off a crazy weekend. Let's go. I love hearing these new voices too. If you haven't called in a while, let's go. 505-246-0610. What are your thoughts on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal?
NFL coverage all season long on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Some things.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Find your Tundra at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit your Albuquerque Center.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque is 95.9 FM and AM 610 KNML, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Indiana's your national champion in college football. You got a Final Four in the NFL. The Lobos lose a close one in San Diego. The Dolphins, the Falcons, and the Titans all have new head coaches. And, well, good morning to you. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Thanks for finding us. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck, coming off of Indiana's 27-21 win last night in the national championship game. Fernando Mendoza with the biggest play of the season when the biggest play of the season was required. And then Jamari Sharp with the interception to seal it for the Hoosiers. And they are the national champions in football. Unfathomable not very long ago. 505-246-0610 is how to get in. Let's go to you. John, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. What's good, John?
Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning. How you living?
I'm living quite well, thank you.
What's up?
Well, I just wanted to chime in on the upcoming game against you-know-who, Broncos-Patriots. I don't know, man. As much as I would really love to see my Broncos go all the way, we're using a second-string quarterback. As you know, Bo Nix broke his ankle. Okay, that sucks. But he can sling it. This kid's good, but, man, if they don't win this, man, I'm going to take down my Bronco flag off my wall here. God, I don't know. It's here's my pick. Okay. I'm kind of not feeling confident about this game. Now, I do want Denver to get the win, obviously, but if we don't, you know who I think it's going to be? L.A. Rams and the New England Patriots. Super Bowl 60.
Again. Back to the Rams and Patriots. Yep.
You know, I mean, God, the games are just so intense right now. With all the plays, the overtime. It's football, man. But I got to tell you, Broncos, please, for God's sakes, play smart, man. So that's all I got, you guys. By the way, I looked into one of those chairs, and I talked to Mike, and I might be getting one, man. He's got a bunch of them that I really love, and it's a great company. It's local, and I need a new chair. To be honest with you.
Love it. Go get it, because I love mine, man. I love it. That's good.
And they're not too expensive, man. It's within my budget financially, so that's not an issue.
Mustang Home Goods, man. Mike Waring at Mustang Home Goods. It's great stuff. All right, John.
Yeah, man. It's a great company. All right, guys. Thanks again, and man, we'll talk to you guys hopefully some other time, maybe before the Super Bowl. I don't know, but go Broncos regardless. Love you guys. Later.
See you, John. 505-246-0610. Love hearing all these voices that we don't hear all the time. Let's go. If you haven't called in a while, get in today. 505-246-0610. Take it. It's 505-246-0610 because I know you got something to say. Travis says, what a disaster of a phone call. It's the line of the day. That was you. All right, this one on the text line says, does McDermott get fired if the game ends on a safety Does Josh Allen cry and say he let his team down if it ends on a safety? Yeah, probably. Yeah, they probably both happen. Yeah. What do you make of Josh Allen's emotion after the game?
Real?
Yeah, that's exactly my word for it. Yeah.
Realized a huge opportunity. Yes, they were on the road at the number 1 seed, but the way he was playing, and I'm sure he's going to look back at a lot of those other moments in the game and the early turnovers for his team, and you're left with what could have been done. And I think if you look at Baltimore and then Buffalo, the only way that their coaches were not getting fired probably would have been with the Super Bowl appearances.
You know, I look at Josh Allen and I understand the turnovers, and the one that was really the worst one was the one at the end of the half, right, where he held the ball loosely and he gave away 3 points, and then you end up going to overtime and you go back and look at it. It'd be ruled an interception, right? But the interception in overtime, I mean, he dotted his receiver down the field on the chest, didn't he? He put the ball right where it needed to be on Brandon Cooks, didn't he?
That's not on Josh Allen. That last one was not.
You know, I'm not looking to make excuses for Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen. I love his game. I don't know how you don't love his game. I like how he handles himself, who he is. I like Josh Allen. The few times I've met him, he's been great. He's been on our show. I like Josh Allen. I look back at, he hasn't gotten the Super Bowl. When it matters, he's 0-7 in overtime. You can't run from it. You just can't. That overtime game, he put a ball right on a receiver's chest, 30 yards down the field to put you in the field goal range to win a football game. I go back to the 13-second game, which is, to me, one of the most amazing games that I've ever seen. I don't know that I'll see anything more incredible. When he led his team down the field in Kansas City against Patrick Mahomes' team, and they scored with 13 seconds to go to take the lead and lost the football. Because Patrick Mahomes had 13 seconds and a couple of timeouts left and went down the field. They kicked a field goal, won a coin toss, and Josh Allen never saw the football. It's hard for me to put that on Josh Allen too, but it does, because he's the one who gets the wins and losses.
It's a perfect example of what was going to change. It was only going to be the head coach. I'm not trading Josh Allen. I'm not giving up on Josh Allen.
Are you okay
what
with
changes
them?
make a play.
So are you okay with them firing him? And then Brandon Beane gets promoted after that, and he was the general manager who put the roster together, who didn't make the trades, who didn't go out and get him a receiver, and all of those things. I mean, are you good with all that?
Again, it was a game where I didn't think the receivers were going to hold it back. You look at what they've done.
Who can Nakua make that catch? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, they'll draft the guy in the 5th round who ends up being the best wide receiver in the
That's
NFL.
probably right. No, look.
They spent, 2nd round draft pick on Keon Coleman. Kincaid was the 1st round draft pick the last couple of years.
Yeah, the tight ends. Yeah. And the tight ends been their best.
And he also missed Dawson Knox wide open when they came.
Right across the middle. Yeah, at the end of regulation. Yeah. Wide open.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like the 2-point conversion in the end of the Eagles game late in the season. Yeah. No, he's missed some passes. He's got to eat that. He does. He does.
I'm not. An 0-7 to me is a little fluky, especially with the way overtime used to be.
That's
like there's a point where you didn't get a chance to
100%.
have an offense.
You lost the coin toss. Yeah. So I got a couple things. I don't have a problem with him crying. You don't cry. You got to be tougher. Whatever, man. It almost makes me like him more in some respects, because it's real. It's emotion. It's what people feel. You know, I go back to the Jimmy V thing. You know, laugh and think and cry every day. Now, do you need to do it in public? Do you need to do it in front of everybody? Do you need to do it at work? You know, whatever. I don't know that you make blanket statements in situations that are not blanket situations. And that is a very unique situation. Again, a guy who cares that much, it means that much to him, to that organization, to that city, understanding the moment. Do I love him crying? I mean, No, but I don't hate it. And in fact, it endears me a little bit, but I'm an emotional guy. Some of you, I know it really bothers you, and I guess that's fine. That's how you feel about it. The McDermott thing, everybody is losing their mind over this. The people there, evidently they love it. And I have no problem with them loving him. He seems like a good dude. He seems like he created a good culture there. The bottom line is the bottom line. And if you are management, you continue to do the same thing. You realize you've got a window with somebody special in Josh Allen. Now, I'd have looked to the front office and said, why is our roster constructed the way it is? Why don't we have a little bit better defense? Why are we lacking on the back end? Why don't I have a receiver? That's not on Sean McDermott. That's on the front office. That's the guy you just promoted. But it's the John. You're right, JJ. It's the John Harbaugh thing. If you don't win at that very high level, the highest level, and especially, I don't think Baltimore and Buffalo are different at all. Both of those franchises have a generational quarterback who they believe, multi-time, well, they're both MVP. But both of them have quarterbacks in a window which they believe they should be winning now, and they're not. And Mahomes was out of the way again. What do you do differently? We're going to run it back again? We're going to do the same exact thing again? Or do we make some sort of change and think that changing at the top is good? Because I'm not getting rid of the quarterback. No. Do I love it? I hate when guys lose their jobs, especially guys who I think are good at their jobs. I think Sean McDermott's good at his job. Obviously not good enough. 505-246-0610. Love all these new voices we've been hearing today. Keep them coming. 505-246-0610. Emails come in, and I'll get those to you as well. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. We can get into the Patriots in Texas. We got to get into C.J. Stroud, don't we, a little bit? Because that was as bad of a performance from a quarterback in a playoff in that round that we've seen in a long time. He's got to eat that one as well. We'll do that when we get back. Fellas, want to feel better? Vita Vital Medical is here for you, and they will help you feel better, whether you're dealing with fatigue or muscle loss or weight gain. You're just tired. You just don't feel like you. Vita Vital Medical is here to help you regain who you are. New year? Still kind of a new year, right? It's only the 20th of January. You can get some new you, or at least that old you, back and have yourself feeling the way you want to feel again. Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, and peptide therapy. This will all help you restore your strength and your energy and your confidence and your performance, and you will feel better. The big part here is they know what works, and they are local. They are right here. They are Albuquerque's experts. They'll get you back in the game. They will formulate a program focused on you. They take the time to understand your goals. So you go in, and I understand these conversations can be uncomfortable. They make it as comfortable as can be in a comfortable setting, talk to you about what's going on with your body, what you want, and then they create a plan tailored to you. Don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Take action today. Feel better now. The number's 505-240-8559, 505-240-8559, or online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David, A, V-I-T as in Thomas, A-L. VitaVitalMedical.com. Get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably
We would like to thank the
carload of
following
cash
sponsors
right now.
for making
So
this
what are you waiting
broadcast
for?
possible.
Check Allstate first for a quote today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
See an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-916.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
The entire store up to 50% off.
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
With you to find the perfect vehicle from over 400 new, pre-owned, and certified used vehicles in stock.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth
We invite you to
Athletics.
visit us at Quality Buick GMC.
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Professional grade.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin...
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the...
You want new blood? You got it. Indiana won the national championship in football. 27-21, they beat Miami. Ole Miss was in the Final Four. Oregon was in the Final Four. It wasn't just Alabama and Georgia and LSU and Michigan and Ohio State. And who else? Anybody else in there? Penn State, I guess. Got some new blood, man. I enjoyed it. It's interesting to watch what's going to happen. I think Friday this week is the deadline to decide how many teams are going to be in next year's college football playoff. It sounds like the Big Ten and the SEC are not really that close in agreement on what they want to do. The Big Ten wants 24 teams. JJ, I think it's just too much. I mean, that's 5 rounds of playoffs. The NFL didn't play. What do you think? I think 12 is the right number, but I know we're going higher. What do you think?
I think 12 is a really good number. If anything were to change, 16? FCS is 24, right?
Yeah, it might be. their buys, where they get 8 buys or something the first time.
The thing that I think Dan Lanning brought it up. He says it feels a little weird that you're rewarded with a bye, but then you don't get one of the home games. So if you do expand it, does everyone play a first round game at home and then you go into the?
So you need to get rewarded with a bye and a home. So you get the double reward. Because your reward is your bye.
If you expand it, get rid of bye. And
so then you got to go to
games.
something divisible by 4, or I'm sorry, by.
Let's go to 16.
16, or because if you go to 24, you have to have bye. To 24.
Yeah.
You have to get into you got to somehow whittle it down to a 16-team bracket, or 12-team, an 18 bracket, 8 or 16, right? To have it easy. Matthew says Bills should have moved on from their general manager too. Josh Allen needs to start making the clutch throws to help his team advance the Super Bowl. That's right. Josh has to eat something. There's no giving. Jeffrey's in on Lobo basketball. Coming off this big weekend, the biggest thing to him is basketball, and I get it. There was a lot going on this week. Said Thomas Law played within his body. Until the second half of that game, I felt he didn't utilize his size and strength like he could have. Now do that every game. Lobos beat SDSU by 10+ in Pitt. Okay. Last night was a great game. I fully believe Miami was going to drive the length of the field to score to win the game. Turned out to be a game of who blinks first. Turns out Miami blinked first with that interception. That was an all-timer of a college football playoff championship game. However, I thought Miami would go no huddle much earlier in the game because it was working so well for them. 3, Signetti and X, same blueprint for their hiring. Not saying UNM will win a national championship, but both coaches stepped up, utilized the transfer portal, along with bringing some players from their previous school and didn't have nearly the NIL money some of their conference peers have, and still found a way to win. UNM fans pay attention to the news that Indiana will probably triple its NIL money from alumni in the next 6 months due to the success of this team. Seahawks and Pats in the Super Bowl. Hawks win by 14. It's from Jeffrey. All right, a lot there. So Signetti said after the game yesterday, he's the Indiana, that their NIL is not nearly what people think. Not nearly what people think. That it will grow now. No, it will grow 3 times. I don't know, but it will grow. Why? JJ, why?
People want to go there, and they're going to spend the money.
Because you win.
I believe him in this. When you look at some of the players they have, and they're not out there, signing the biggest names in the transfer portal. So they are not, Texas Tech level with it.
With NIL,
but
yeah.
Now
but they might be.
They can get to a level where it's sustainable for them moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, everybody else in that conference, I mean, we understand what Michigan and Ohio State are, right? Penn State and Oregon and USC are all like top level NIL from everything we understand. I mean, they can't be any higher than 6th right now. I promise you without knowing the numbers. Going into this season, in whatever order it was, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, USC, Oregon all had more NIL resources. I would guess Wisconsin might have as well. Right? I don't know where Iowa is in all this, but all the money that's there. Now, Indiana, with just the sheer volume of their alumni and the success and the value of their alumni. Now everybody wants to write a check because they want to be part of it. Everybody loves winning. I was having this conversation yesterday with somebody about you can do all the improvements to a stadium you want, blah, 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 but win. New Mexico proved that. Right? What happened when you had an exciting team that went 9-3 that you wanted to go out and see? All of a sudden there was interest. People wanted to go out and watch a football game. Now, I don't know if that's going to lead to way more money. I think you got a little bit of a different alumni base, just volume-wise and, right, corporate-wise. But I got to believe New Mexico's NIL increases just flat out coming off of success. Winning. And again, and the emphasis on football, what it will do for everything. It gives you resources for everything. I can't wait to see what it ends up at Indiana when they put a value on this title
How much they brought in overall?
How much they actually brought in monetarily, right? How much, but then what it means, the value of the promotion, to have your product on national TV and, 19, 22 million people viewing it for that many games, learning about Indiana University. What it means to them I promise you the uptick in application. You hear it all the time. San Diego State talked about it when they went to the Final Four in the championship game. Gonzaga talks about it. Butler talks about it. Everybody who's gotten to this level talks about the uptick in application. People want to go somewhere that's exciting. Oh, wow, Indiana's really cool. Oh, I didn't know they were whatever. That's why you sponsor athletics and football at the top. 27-21 was the final score. Fernando Mendoza. Give me more iconic play. There's been great plays in college football, right? The Statue of Liberty when Boise State beat Oklahoma to win that Orange Bowl. It was an Orange Bowl. No, it was a Fiesta Bowl. Sorry, it was a Fiesta. They beat Oklahoma. But that wasn't a national championship, but that was a big deal. The Flutie Hail Mary that they still play all the time. Cordell Stewart threw one of those as well, I believe, at Michigan. Is there a signature, like there's so many great plays.
The signature national championship play?
Yeah.
Have to take a couple minutes, put them together.
This has got to be right there, doesn't it? I know what happened last night, and so it's fresh in my mind. And I know that last year we had a really good game, and we got a bunch of really good college championship football playoff championship games over the last bunch of years. I know Devontae Smith had a big play in Alabama's win. But on fourth down, you run your field goal team out there. Cignetti said, didn't feel right. I called timeout. We drew up, it's just a quarterback sneak, but we blocked it differently. We drew it up specifically for this game. Thought they would be in that coverage. They were in that coverage. And then this dude pinballs a guy who, well, not very mobile quarterback. Wow, he's not that this. He's not that this. I don't know. 16-0 is pretty this, isn't it? Heisman Trophy going to be the first pick overall. And that moment right there, diving horizontal to the ground, or parallel to the ground, diving in the end zone for, ends up being the winning touchdown. That's pretty good.
It's gigantic. And what Indiana was able to do, you look at the players they brought in, the coaching staff, the attitude, unbelievable.
505-246-0610. Keep them coming. When we get back, the Seahawks did to the Niners and what the Texans did to the Texans. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
You might have a tree that needs to be trimmed or one that needs to be removed. Everyone gets 15% off.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
What if you could see your engagement ring before it's made? You could change your ring. And if she didn't love it, you can go get it redesigned, even after a year. That's the No Regrets engagement ring. That's only at John Thomas Jewelers. You're about to make one of the biggest decisions of your life. Don't guess and don't stress. with the exclusive no regrets engagement ring. You'll see what you design in 3D, you preview it in wax. Even after you propose, you get a full year to make changes, even if she wants something different. Now that is peace of mind. You know she loves you. You just don't know she's going to love that ring. John Thomas Jewelers is my jeweler. They will be yours as well. The diamond, hand-selected by John Thomas Jewelers in Antwerp, Belgium, the diamond capital of the world. That means you can't find a better, more beautiful, brighter diamond anywhere. The service, beyond reproach. The best there is. John Thomas Jewelers has been voted one of the coolest jewelry stores in all of America. They've been voted the best jewelry store in Albuquerque 5 years running. They are my jewelry store. Why? Because they are flat out the best. Design the ring, see the creation step by step, love it, or they will remake it. That's not just custom, it's confidence. It's the no regrets engagement ring, and it's exclusively at John Thomas Jewelers. Go by and see them on Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal, 3rd floor of the Lewis University building, directly across the street from the Coronado Center to the east. John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Your emails coming this morning. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Vince Young's game winner against USC, Kyle says. Yep, that's about one of the most iconic ones in a national championship game. I don't know how I forget. I was at that game, at that Rose Bowl. How I forget that one. I guess I was an SC fan at that point. That might have been one of the greatest games ever still. That one holds water, 18, 20 years later, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you talk about that game, you didn't know, and then people describe what it was like in that moment, that era. Vince Young in college. Wow.
Yeah, no, that one holds water all these years later. All right. Here's what we got going on in the National Football League this morning. We're talking about Kevin Stefanski. He got hired by the Falcons over the weekend. He's the new head coach. The former Browns coach is the new head coach of the Falcons. Last night, the Dolphins hired Jeff Hafley. He was the defensive coordinator for
Green Bay Packers.
Thank you, for the Green Bay Packers. And then this morning, the Titans hired Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the Niners, the now former head coach of the Jets. And like I said earlier, it just kind of, I think if you don't succeed with the Jets, you don't have to wear it as much as anywhere else, right? You get a second chance because people go, yeah, wow, but it was the Jets. And nobody does well with the Jets, and the Jets aren't very good, and you're set up to lose anyway.
It's not you, it's them.
That's right. And I'm actually okay with that hire. I kind of like that. 27-21 Indiana beat Miami last night in the college football playoff championship game. Here are some really cool voices today, new voices if you want to get in, 505-246-0610. Where do the Bills go now? Do you like Brian Dable there? I'm here. See, the Davis-Webb thing is crazy to me, and I don't think you do this, and I'll tell you why. Davis-Webb is the passing game coordinator for the Broncos. Evidently, him and Josh Allen are best buddies. I don't know that you can hire your quarterback's best friend. I just don't know that you can do that in the locker room. If you're going to go that way, then hire Joe Brady, your offensive coordinator. Make him your head coach. I don't mind bringing Brian Dable in, who was the head coach of the Giants. Arthur Smith's name is out there. Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator of Seattle, who I think is going to get a job in this cycle. And Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator of the Vikings, who used to be the head coach of the Dolphins. Of all that, I like Joe Brady the most. I don't know where you are.
Mike McCarthy, a phone call?
Yeah. I'm listening to that. Dable had great success with Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I know he didn't have great success with the Giants.
Why Dable got the Giants job, because they're like, hey, you develop Josh Allen, come develop Daniel Jones. That was the big selling point there, which got him the job. And are they looking for someone to come in and it's a head coach, but we want that up and coming guy that's going to also be the play caller versus the CEO type, which we're seeing both Baltimore and Buffalo move off of in this? I would be surprised if it was in-house.
That would mean Joe Brady. That would mean Joe Brady. So, out of all, you like McCarthy the best? You like Dable? You like Kubiak? Kubiak's interesting to me, too. I think what Kubiak's done with Seattle, and I'm going to stop giving guys, all this great credit for, you did it with Sam Darnold. I mean, maybe Sam Darnold's okay.
Maybe Sam Darnold's okay. That is the line of the NFL playoffs.
Well, but no, honestly, I don't think Sam Darnold goes out and wins you games by himself. But what I've watched is Sam Darnold's not losing games.
No. Sam Darnold is one of those top 12, top 15 quarterbacks that makes plays, that if you are a team that is able to establish something across the board with a quarterback you can win with, there's a lot of those guys. But we get so caught up on the quarterback has to win by himself.
Right.
Quarterback has to be Josh Allen. The quarterback has to be Patrick Mahomes. Or that quarterback's no good, and you should tank the entire season and draft number one overall.
All right, so I want you to put this in the perspective of being in September of this year, not September of last year, not January of this year. So September of 2025, and I say to you, Sam Darnold's going to be in the NFC Championship game, or C.J. Stroud was as awful as we've seen a quarterback play in a divisional round of a playoff, and his team just got beat. Which one would surprise you? Because C.J. Stroud was really bad.
It was awful. It's one of the worst playoff games you're ever going to see from a quarterback.
I mean, horrible.
4 first-half interceptions, pick six that...
He chucked up.
Just eat it, man. There's plays you got to eat.
Yeah. C.J. Stroud was 20 for 47, 212 with an intercept, or 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. The touchdown. I mean, they lost that game because of quarterback play. Their defense was good enough to be in that game. And C.J. Stroud, they were in the AFC Championship game 2 seasons in a row. C.J. Stroud has not been able to reclaim his rookie year success. In fact, I don't think it's arguable has regressed. Is that fair?
No.
You don't think it's...
I don't think he's regressed. He's been 9-6, 10-7, 9-5.
And
he had an awful playoff game.
He had an awful playoff game. I don't think he was good this year. And by the way, he was out for how many of those games?
How many of what games?
How many games did Davis Mills play this year?
That's why he had a 9-5 record.
Is that okay? So his record was 9-5. Okay, so he's still their guy, and I'm not arguing with that. I'm not saying go find a quarterback. Would you argue with me if I said he didn't get better?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't think he's regressed. I think he's taking a step back. And that game was awful. Now, I don't want to judge this guy or any guy on one game. I don't think one game defines anybody's career. I just don't.
Where would you say, outside of C.J. Stroud versus the Patriots, he took a step back this year?
I think they won a lot of games because of their defense.
Insert Sam Darnold.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I'm not arguing that at all. But then I go back and look. I scored 38, 20, 23, 40, 20, 20, 20. Yeah. I'd have to go back. Let me go look at his numbers.
They were not winning that game with that performance, regardless. Nico Collins wasn't playing. Dalton Schultz went out in the first half.
Yeah, no Nico Collins. I mean, they were behind.
They weren't necessarily a good running football team this year.
They were for 231 yards a game. 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Yeah. He was all right.
It was the same C.J. Stroud we've got each year.
Yeah,
I think the way you said, has he taken that step forward? Not quite to be one of the top guys, but this is one of those franchises you look at, and if this isn't the ghost now living inside C.J. Stroud's head, how do you get him to take a step forward now?
You got to figure that out too, because that quarterback play, they get decent quarterback play. I think they win the game.
Because that
decent quarterback play, they win the game.
They had the defense, no doubt about it. And the one thing with C.J. Stroud, that's 3 years and 3 playoff wins. So at least he's got one each year, and now it's all right. You're coming off the worst performance of your career. What are you going to do to get back?
Because it was really, really bad. All right, Texan fan, I know you're there too. 505-246-0610. Let's go recap the weekend. Bears fans, Bills fans, Patriots, Texans, Rams. Where's the Ram fan? How you feel? I'll tell you how I'm feeling. Oof, how I'm feeling. Holy smokes. And I kind of like going to Seattle. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Audible. It's time to take care of you. Who better to help you?
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Due to a crash, that earlier accident east on I-40 at 12th Street has cleared, but we do see leftover congestion northbound Unser Boulevard at I-40.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Hi, I'm attorney Noe Baez.
For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We invite you to visit us.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Call 345-6604 or visit WindsorDoorSales.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hey guys, tired of waiting forever for your wife or girlfriend to get ready? Help her cut down
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Every lash set is custom tailored to match your facial
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
that enhance your natural beauty. Love
For
your
more
natural
info,
lashes and prefer
please
low
call
maintenance look, the lash lift will give you curl and color. No mascara needed. And
505-897-2420
don't forget the
or
brows.
visit
A brow
internationalprotectiveservice.com.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Perfecting each
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Defensive coordinator Jeff Hackett.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Premier defensive minds after spending the last 2 seasons in charge of Green Bay's defense.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro V. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
If you're over 55, I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Live weekdays at 10 a.m. on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
Bucks Broncos beat the Bills 33-30. Patriots beat the Texans 28-16, so your AFC Championship game is set. It will be in Denver. Patriots and Broncos. Noon is when our coverage will start here on the Sports Animal on Sunday. NFC, the Rams beat the Bears 2017. Seattle over the Niners 41-6. So it'll be Seattle hosting Los Angeles. That'll be the late game on Sunday here on the Sports Animal. 505-246-0610. We didn't really get into the Seahawks-Niners game because, well, neither did the Niners. But
it was over in the opening kickoff.
I mean, look. The Niners, you can only do so much, right? I mean, dudes, you need dudes. And everyone was down. McCaffrey got dinged up. You lose your backup tight end. Just there's only so much you can do. Was that more about Seattle being just that good or the Niners just being that banged up?
Yes, it goes hand in hand. I think the Seahawks are that good, and every way for the 49ers to stay in that game, they were not going to be able to do it. They were not going to be able to run the football on a consistent basis. You could really gear everything towards Christian McCaffrey and taking him out of the game if you're Seattle. And there was no way, with the way Seattle wants to play, that San Francisco was going to be able to hold up again. Another weekend with the injuries they have defensively. Even with Zach Charbonnet going down, he tore his ACL, so he's done for the playoffs. But you see a 3-touchdown game from Kenneth Walker. This, to me, was... Did I see 41-6 coming? No, but I thought Seattle was going to control it for 4 quarters.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if there was going to be a blowout, that was going to be it, wasn't it?
I wouldn't have said that before the game.
Yeah, just because the Niners always find a way to stay in game.
Yes, but I didn't think they were going to find a way to win this.
No, I think I think Seattle really is that good. I think their defense is spectacular, and that to me is what makes this next one so good. Do I think Seattle's defense is better than the Rams? Yes, but not by much. And I think the Rams' offense is better than Seattle's, although not by much. Do I like Stafford better than Darnold? I do, but I like Darnold because he didn't turn the ball over. I like Walker being able to run the ball. Smith and Jigba is a stud. What Shaheed has become for them on special teams is a real problem. The NFC Championship game's awesome. Can't wait. And Bronco fan, don't give up yet. The Jared Stidham thing, I'm not telling you he's Nick Foles. I'm just telling you it's been done with a backup quarterback before. And Sean Payton loves him some Jared Stidham. 505-246-0610. I got what you have to say about Lobos as well. Lobos have a big week. They play Fresno State on Wednesday, and then here come Alfred and Noodles on Saturday. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
First and second mortgage that allows the home buyer 100% financing with no money down, and in some cases,
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Or by calling 836-5700. That's
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
During this time of year, difficult
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
At John Thomas Jewelers, we created the No Regrets
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Everguard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Signature plays in college football by Fernando Mendoza. Indiana wins their first ever national
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Sunday, Saturday, you got NFL
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
In 8 degrees, a kicker. And by the way, the Rams, can we this hasn't even been mentioned. And you know why it hasn't been mentioned?
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more.
In those conditions?
If you had an 8-degree game, what would it take for people to come out and watch a local game?
I don't even think you'd get to 8.
No way, right?
No.
There's just no way.
We're just not built that way.
But those
that
people...
kick in overtime, though, in those conditions was...
from 41 yards, whatever it was. Yeah.
Curl and left.
Thicker kicker, close. Who's from Indiana. Yeah. Yeah. Matthew Stafford played in this mess when he played for the Lions. Well, he played indoors, Jim. I got it. They've also played December games in Green Bay and in Chicago. And
Harrison Mevis.
Harrison Beavis.
Mevis.
Yeah.
But we'll call Mevis.
Yeah, Mevis and Mudhead. Yeah. I kept telling people it's not like Caleb Williams grew up playing in Minnesota. He played in Oklahoma and at SC, right? Is he from DC? Is that where he's from? What's that, Mike? But it's not like he played college football and playing in the elements. Although he was unaffected too. They both play in that crap, man. Nobody likes it. And by the way, the Rams, I don't think had a penalty. They didn't turn the ball over. That soft Southern California team, I don't know, man. Kyron Williams is a badass. Blake Corum from Michigan runs pretty hard between the tackles. That front seven was better than the Bears, and the Bears might have been the better team all day. Tell you where I think the Bears lost the game. I'm not mad at them for it, but I don't know how in playoff games like that, and I get it, you are who you are, and you're aggressive, and the book says, or what. Man, when I can get 3 points early in a game, I got to take 3 points early in a game. And with 3 points that come in handy a little later, Ben Johnson really helped the Rams. And look, the Rams' front seven was terrific. And they shut down that run game, that big, vaunted, tough Midwestern run game.
Dude, I'm okay on 4th and 1 in the first quarter 7-7 game,
okay,
as opposed to a 49er football.
Fair. And that's why he did it. The second one I said I would absolutely take it, especially after getting stuff. But where you are. All right, 505-246-0610. Seahawks just destroyed San Francisco. Patriots over the Texans, and then the Broncos over the Bills. I got a bunch from you guys this morning.
Are you talking about, would it be the very first series of the game where it's 4th and 2 at the Rams 21, and that's when Caleb throws the interception?
Yeah, the interception didn't matter. In fact, the Bears gained yards on the interception. 21 is 31 is 39. I probably would have taken the points back. Yeah, I remember thinking in the moment, yeah. But, you don't know which way the game's going to go. I guess it's fair at that point. I understand who you are, be who you are, do what you do, win how you win. But, at some point, points are points, man. Points are very, but you need points to win games. 7's more than 3, but you know what's more than. It's my hope.
I could see Mike McCarthy landing at either of those spots.
Feels right in Buffalo. It just does. And I'm not even sure I know why. All right, 505-246-0610. That's how to get here today. Emails Jeff@sportsanimal82.com, JJ at sportsanimal82.com. Really, really, really good stuff this morning. And new voices, love hearing them. Let's hear some more. 505-246-0610. When we get back, I got a text on Louisville basketball. We'll get there. Hey, how you doing with Prize Picks? You having fun with it? You enjoying your Prize Picks stuff? I've been playing Prize Picks. I've been having fun with it, and I've been winning. You can as well. Download the Prize Picks app and play. You pick lineups of 2 to 6 players, and then you say, I want more or I want less. And then you sit back and you watch the games. You can mix it up on Prize Picks. You can play some basketball and some football. You can play some hockey. You can play some soccer, whatever it is you like. You can stack players. You like Victor Wembanyama to go more or less in both points, three-pointers, and free throw attempts? You can do that. Tonight, De'Aaron Fox, 9.5 rebounds and assists. You want more or less on De'Aaron Fox. Anthony Edwards, they play Utah tonight, 24.5 points. There's Wemby tonight. Wemby at Houston, 17.5 points. You want more or less? Then you sit back and you enjoy it. You can stack players. You can cross sports. You can go on your social thread and you can pick somebody else's lineups and say, hey, that looks good. I want to play that as well. All of it on Prize Picks. And now with the new cash early feature. You can cash out early. If a player gets hot, you don't have to wait till the end of the game to cash out. Prize Picks. It's spectacular. It's fun. You're watching the games anyway. Download the Prize Picks app. Enter the code KNML. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KNML for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup on Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Join 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal, Friday, January 3rd.
But people weren't designed for all that.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on.
Let's go places.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico.
Hey guys,
this is Gallus.
For your wife or girlfriend to get ready, help her cut down her beauty routine with a gift
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView.
Every lash set is custom tailored.
From pros
with an in-depth consultation and expert
to prep,
we create unique, personalized extensions that enhance your natural beauty.
all your favorite action.
Low maintenance look, the lash trim will give you curl and color. No mascara needed. And don't forget the brows.
All your favorite talk shows. Find it on
At Siren by Kara Rose, beauty's in the details. We craft each look with precision, perfecting each service so you can leave feeling
Eagle
like
Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
A couple other things to get into. Alex Bregman was introduced to the Cubs. Jimmy Butler's out for the season with an ACL. Joe Scott, the airport basketball, suspended. 505-246-0610. Howard, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Howard.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
That's good. How are you?
Peachy. I'm just peachy. That was a good game last night. I enjoyed it, but I want to backtrack just a little bit. When you guys were talking about the Buffalo and Baltimore job, who would want either? If I had my choice, I'd be walking into Baltimore. You got Derrick Henry, you got a formidable tie-in, Mark Andrews, and you got Ossie Newsome in the front office. I believe Sean McDermott was sacrificed. You know, he was led to slaughter, and he was used as a sacrificial lamb. And I really don't believe Sean McDermott should have got fired. Do you guys?
What's the difference between him and Harbaugh? Except for Harbaugh has won a Super Bowl.
Well, personnel in Buffalo left a lot to be desired. Do you not agree?
Certainly injury-wise. I mean, they were beat up. I would argue their personnel is probably better than Buffalo, but they were more injured.
Yeah, well, they were more injured, but I think Buffalo, I think Sean McDermott got done dirty because I think Buffalo's personnel is just not what you would expect for a team that's vying for a Super Bowl. So, in my opinion, I think I'd walk into Baltimore. I think I don't know what's going on with Lamar Jackson or if that was a lot of hype or what it was, but yeah, I definitely want to go into Baltimore. And JJ, who do you have quarterbacking this weekend? Jason Stidham?
Jarrett Stidham.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got to tell me why he can't win with that defense, because I believe Denver's still got a good shot at this. And, you know, I've become a closet Denver fan over the past several weeks because I got to cling on to something that's a winner. I'm a Cowboy fan, so you know how that goes. But, yeah, I think Mendoza almost had his John Elway moment last night with that touchdown. That was pretty amazing, don't you think?
It was the same. The flying into the end zone. It was. All right, man. It's good to hear you. Appreciate you, Howard. Thank you for the call. All right. Tell them why you can't win with Jarrett Stidham.
Why you can't win? Well, the simplest, it's back quarterback. Like you win an NFC Championship game with back quarterback.
Nick.
Jarrett Stidham is going to get every opportunity to win this game because Sean Payton does not know what a running play to the running back is. And he doesn't know how to call a run. And thus, it's going to be on Jarrett Stidham. He's going to have the same playbook, the same play calls, the same designs as Bo Nix. And if the Broncos win this game, it's not going to be, hey, they played a game where they leaned on the defense, they ran the football. No, it's going to be because Jarrett Stidham did what Bo Nix would have done.
I would argue, do you think the Broncos win because of Bo Nix? I'm not going to say in spite of, because I'm not.
Yes, but he makes you question things for 3 quarters. And I'm not jumping on board with the Buffalo doesn't have talent. They won 12 games in the NFL.
Who had a better roster, Buffalo or Baltimore?
Running back that's as good as anyone outside that elite top tier.
Who do you think had a better overall roster, Buffalo or Baltimore? Win health.
I would give the edge to Baltimore in defense. But how many games did Baltimore win? With their defense healthy at the end of the season?
Yeah, and they were beat up most of the season. Right at the end of the season, they were healthy and they lost. Now, they lost on a missed field goal, but you lost. I mean, the bottom line is the bottom line.
Like the bottom line is, there's enough there for Buffalo to win.
And
like you're not going to have an elite quarterback, an elite running back, an elite receiver. Like at some point, you're not going to have the money to have an elite player at every position.
So, do you feel like Sean McDermott got done?
Because I look at Denver's passing attack was led by Marvin Mims Jr.
Did Sean McDermott get done dirty?
Yeah. I think any winning coach can feel they got done dirty. But we don't appreciate winning in sports.
All right, so I guess I'm not as angry as a lot of people are on the Sean McDermott. I might have leaned towards keeping. Now, I don't know where, because I haven't heard anything, and maybe I've missed something. Where's Josh Allen? It's weird. Anything from Josh Allen on how he feels about Sean McDermott getting fired? Because that would have something to do with it. I can make an argument both ways on Sean McDermott. Guys, how long are you doing the same thing? Why didn't you win the football game? Because there was a bad call or questionable call at the end, and ball got stolen out of Brandon Cooks' hand as he went to the ground, and you didn't kick the field goal and you lost. Well, why were you there? Well, Josh Allen turned the ball over for you.
There's nothing direct from the players yet, but there's reports out of Buffalo that players are skeptical of the change.
Yep. You're always skeptical. Change is hard. If I'm ownership, I'm sitting there saying, all right, what are we doing different? How am I getting better? Now, promoting Brandon Beane is a little bit perplexing to me because he's the guy who put the roster together, and I'm like, well, why aren't we winning? Take a look at my roster.
That one, it's easy to read between the lines.
Which is?
Beane is buddy-buddy with the owner. And that's how you slide in there. You're not under pressure. Plus, you get an elevation in title as the head coach is getting fired.
And you're going to go higher than the coach. Yeah. I mean, from a professional side, I look at it and say, okay, the roster, why didn't we win? Well, we turned the ball over. I'm not getting rid of my quarterback. My defense, I need to get a little bit better there. I need weapons. He didn't go out and get me that. He put the roster together. You know what? I'm gonna fire the coach and promote the guy who put the roster together. That's a little perplexing. But if you want to make an argument, why did Sean McDermott get fired? It's the same concept as the John Harbaugh thing. You have this generational talent quarterback. We've given you how many tries to get there and you can't.
Well, we keep saying they didn't put the weapons together. How long were you on Keon Coleman this season?
How long was I?
Yeah. And he's someone you're always kind of looking at going and waiting for him to pop?
No, I kind of gave up on that a while ago. I was waiting for him to pop because I figured a second-round pick was going to pop. I gave them the credit of evaluating the talent, and I was wrong.
And Josh Allen is the type of quarterback that he just showed you this season. Yes, you want weapons, but they moved on from Stephon Diggs, and they still had the same success. Without a number one wide receiver.
How many healthy scratches did Keon Coleman?
Yeah, that was now it's realizing that second round pick not developing the way you wanted him to this year.
Yeah, you lost. Jacoby Myers was available at the trade deadline. Jacksonville got him. What did it cost Jacksonville? Third round?
It was Jacoby Myers and Rashid Shaheed are trade deadline acquisitions you don't see often that made that big of an impact on two playoff teams.
The one that Bills fans and everybody screaming about with Buffalo was Jalen Waddle, and I guess they were willing to offer a 2027 first-round draft pick, not this year, but next year. And Miami wanted this year's first-round pick for Jalen Waddle, and I'm not sure I blame Buffalo for saying no to that. I don't know that I think Jalen Waddle's that dude. Do you? Does Jalen Waddle put him over the top?
He would become their best receiver.
Yes.
But I think when you look at the way they play, I don't know. I'm fine with Buffalo not making that deal.
Yeah, I think I am too. I know everybody. Well, that would have made the difference. I don't know that it would have. And nor does anybody who's screaming know that. All right, when we come back, I got a two-part question on Lobos and San Diego State basketball. You can still get in on all the football. 505-246-0610 is the opening drive on Jeff Symbieta. I'm Jeff Symbieta. He's JJ on 95.9 FM and AM 610 East Coast.
NFL coverage all season long on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro V. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on
rifles at 10% off. Right to Bear Arms voted best in the city by ABQ the magazine. Find the shop at Wantabo in Montgomery or Right to Bear Arms.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I've ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Lobo basketball back at it this week at home. Lobo men will be in the pit on Wednesday. Fresno State will be in town. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock tip. And then on Saturday, you get a visit from some familiar friends. Steve Alford, Craig Neal, Nevada. They'll be in town. 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock tip at the pit. Meanwhile, JJ will be with the ladies up in Colorado Springs. Lobo women play Air Force on Saturday afternoon, 12:30 pregame and 1 o'clock tip-off.
Got the work to do.
What's that?
Find an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Well, lose the 3 in a row for Lobo Wednesday after getting beat.
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah, yep. It was Grand Canyon.
Told you it was not going to be a game. You look at the overall record, and it was going to be easy.
All right. All right. 2-part question. This is from the Texan. It says, 2-part question, fellas. Did UNM lose, or did San Diego State beat the Lobos? And You hearing anything about the Mountain West TV deals? I'm hearing or saw that Wyoming is asking for more money to help stay afloat, and the Mountain West might be in trouble. Let me go backwards. There was something online this weekend that the University of Wyoming is asking for more money from their state legislature because they're anticipating a $1 million drop in media rights. I did see that. Did you see that as well? So I haven't seen anything official coming out, but I know a lot of that got a lot of traction, and somehow, somewhere somebody got a copy of the request that Wyoming Athletics made towards their state legislature, asking for more money in anticipation of revenue dropping.
And the Pac-12 rejoice.
Absolutely. All those. For whatever reason, man, the Pac-12 fan is not just happy moving on with their merry life and going to their league and getting whatever money they're getting. They just want to see as much damage to the teams remaining in the Mountain West, because somehow the Mountain West kept them down for all these years. Meanwhile, Boise State did get to the playoff, and San Diego State did get to the basketball championship out of the Mountain West.
That did happen.
All right, let me go to his first question. Did the Lobos lose, or did San Diego State beat them? I think San Diego State beat them. And that San Diego State made more plays down the stretch, but it's always a perspective. Well, the Lobos didn't make that shot, or they gave the ball away. I thought the difference down the stretch was Miles Bird making plays, and then B.J. Davis.
Kind of just turned into Bird versus Bouillon in the second half. I think San Diego State won that game because you're up by 15 points at home. Then it's, all right, you're in comeback mode. You have to make every single play down the stretch to turn that deficit. And Lobos were right there and doing that. Right there. But then San Diego State, one more big play.
If you're a San Diego State fan, are you concerned about blowing leads at home? They blew that big lead to Boise State, 20-something points, had to go triple overtime to win. They blew a 15-point lead to to New Mexico, and had to hold on, and that game got tied. I mean, are you worried about blowing leads at home like that? Because I'm a little concerned.
Yes. I wouldn't be to New Mexico. I would be to Boise State.
Boise State's not been good. Boise State did win over the weekend. No, maybe they didn't. Saturday, Grand Canyon beat Utah State. Utah State's first loss. Nevada beat Air Force. UNLV over San Jose State. And Fresno State beat Wyoming. All right, 505-246-0610. Fred, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Fred.
Hey, guys. Hey, what a great championship game last night. And I want to comment on one guy that's really a stud. I've been watching for the last 4 or 5 games, and it's Charles Becker. Yep. This guy has got to be one of the best in the top 5 to 10 drafted in the NFL, because this guy, I think they said he hadn't even missed a ball in all those games that they've been playing.
No drop.
And the thing is, this guy, he with Nashville, when he was in high school, he won the 100 and the 300 hurdles. He won the 100-yard dash. He's 6'4", 204. I mean, this guy is just unbelievable. He made that really great catch on 4th down. Remember when he was going out of bounds, and I just wanted to just say that this guy was just impressive. He was really good. And then the one thing I was hearing people talk about, and I thought that Olin did the right thing, was when against San Diego. I thought that was a great thing when he called wanted us to foul that guy that had 30. Yeah, and I thought that was a good thing for him to do. I know some people thought that was bad. But anyway, I just want to bring up that guy. What a great game the Lobos played, and that's about it, guys. I just want to talk about Becker really more than anything.
Yeah, no, he was great. He was great. Great call. Thanks.
All right, guys.
Guy who hasn't dropped the ball all year. I'll throw it to you. The second catch he made, that 4th down, going away, falling out of bounds, was spectacular. And you got a guy like that who all he does is catch football. So you know he's not going to drop it. He's going to run the right route. Where does Mendoza go when the money's on him? He went right there. Hell yes. That team, man, I'm not going to lie. I told you this earlier. When they beat Ohio State, Indiana, I took them. I was like, yeah, they're cute. I like them. They're good. they beat Oregon. I'm like, all right, I see you now. They went up at Oregon. Maybe Oregon. Oregon's good. They beat Ohio State, the defending champions, and beat them in a low-scoring, slug you in the cheek, no cuteness kind of a game. All right, I'm here. They beat the living tar at Alabama. I totally bought it. And then they just destroyed Oregon again. I listen to everybody, all this crap, and I don't know if they'd have beat LSU's national championship in 2019 team or not. I don't care. I just don't. The way they went through this playoff, they played a really, really tight game against a 10 seed in the championship. Let's not forget the gauntlet they just ran. They just went through Ohio State, Alabama, Oregon, and Miami. That's the gauntlet they just ran. They don't have to apologize, defend themselves, compare themselves. I don't give a damn if they would beat Joe Burrow's LSU team. I don't.
It doesn't matter.
Because that team isn't around right now. They beat Miami. They beat just the pea water out of Alabama and Oregon. They embarrassed Oregon.
Yes. And they embarrassed Alabama.
Yeah.
In a new era of college football where you have to win multiple games in a playoff to become a national champion, it was an impressive run for Indiana. I am in awe, too, of Miami. The way they played starting that Texas A&M game, where you realize, this defense is real. They can run the football. They had the only style to push Indiana. All the teams in the college football playoff. It was the way Miami played. That was the only way you're getting a one-score game in the national championship game.
By the way, LSU didn't have to go through that gauntlet, did they? They had to win 2 games, right? Well, they had to win they won the SEC championship. But they didn't have to go through that. They beat Trevor Lawrence and Clemson. Look, I was at that game too. That was a great game. I was in Oregon right before the world shut down. I don't care how they compared it. Whatever. All the SEC people want to go back and forth because it's killing them that the Big Ten has won 3 championships in a row. It's killing the SEC. Absolutely destroying the whole mantra that we are the best and we're all that matters. And okay. Not just one team that has gotten really, really good at the Big Ten. No. It's not like one team got a class of people or no. Michigan, well, they cheated, Jeff. Okay. Then Ohio State, well, they lost to Michigan. And Indiana, they lost to nobody. That's who's ruling college football right now, Big Ten. And it's killing the SEC. Because they invented football. They own it. They want Venezuela, they go get it. If they want Greenland, they go get it. Well, not anymore.
The Big Ten
That's the Dodgers.
has come for your land.
Yeah. All right, text line. Good morning, fellas. Well, it's 4 NFL teams making a up-and-coming run for the Super Bowl. As much as I would really love to see the Denver Broncos beat New England, I'm not so confident about that. My pick for the Super Bowl, Patriots and Rams. What say you, Jeff and JJ? By the way, Facebook feed's looking good. Today's the surgery procedure on Bo Nix on his right ankle. Godspeed, Bo. Go Broncos, be Pats. It's John. So where did he get hurt? I looked for this. I know I should find this. I know I should. What don't I know?
I think his third to last play of the game. He was walking on it, went to the sidelines. Apparently he told Sean Payton that his ankle was not feeling good, but he's going to be all right. And then they're like, let's take you back, get x-rayed. Oh, your ankle's broken.
Yeah. Crazy. I saw that come out. You said you were getting texts on it. Like, what the hell are we talking about?
Yes. Field goal. Good night now. All right. Move on with the evening. We're out. All of a sudden, my phone started blowing up. I was like, excuse me?
Jared Stidham. Who's the backup quarterback now?
Probably Ben DiNucci.
Is that where he is?
I think he's just the backup of the backups. You need a backup.
The depth chart.
Sam Ellinger.
Sam Ellinger.
He actually stayed there over some other offers. So.
No, he might play in the Super Bowl. There's a chance. they get to the Super Bowl. Like he's one broken something away, one big hit away. All right, we're wrapping. We get back. Still have time for you to get in, get you all the headlines from today. 505-246-0610. Fellas, I want to tell you about Vita Vital Medical, and they will help you feel better. If you are just feeling sluggish or losing weight or dealing with ED or losing muscle or you just don't feel like you don't feel like you want to feel. Could be signs of low testosterone or hormone imbalance. Vita Vital Medical is here to help you. They're Albuquerque's experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, peptide therapy. What all this can do for you is help you restore your strength, your energy, your confidence, and your performance. They're local. They're right here in Albuquerque. Most importantly, they know what works. They'll help you get back in the game, get back feeling better with a program focused on you. They take the time to understand your goals. So when you go in, you have a conversation with them, you talk to them about what's going on with you. How do you feel? How long have you felt that way? What are your symptoms? What do you want? What are your goals? They'll create a plan tailored for you. Don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Take action today and feel better. 505-240-8559 is the number. 505-240-8559. Or go online to VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David, A-V-I-T as in Thomas, A-L. VitaVitalMedical.com. Get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again. Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
In college football, this downtrodden program hadn't won a bowl game since 1991. Prior to this year, is now the
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
So when you bundle with home, you can save.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Get off the internet and call a friend. That's Windsor Door Sales and Security.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Call 345-6604.
IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
At an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
All right.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Because I think Nick Saban made it pretty clear he got out for a reason.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
And he's not alone. He didn't like the NIL era where it was going and didn't want to coach college football.
The talent was going to be taken away from him.
Because the playing field was being evened out.
I don't think Nick Saban changes the outcome for the SEC.
I don't know that he does. Look, I think he's a good enough coach that they would continue to be really,
Do they get
really
blued out by Indiana? Probably not. No.
A Nick Saban team doesn't get
no. But he left too because he saw the writing on the wall. Not only that it was challenges he didn't want to take on, but man, these other teams are gonna have some dudes on him, and this wasn't even a team of 5-star dudes.
Could he have continued to win at the level he was winning at? And he realized the answer was no. Jeffrey, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hey, good morning, man. How you doing?
Life's grooving. What's happening?
Not much, man. You know, I think last night was just a phenomenal football game for many reasons, but I think actually historically, when we look back on it, I think we're going to realize that Indiana did something that is even more impressive than we're trying to comprehend in this moment. I mean, if we think, you were talking about the gauntlet they ran recently. I mean, when you think about that, everybody was in love with Miami's defense. They said, yeah, forget their ranking. They had some struggles early, but if there's one team that's going to, probably trip up Indiana, it was Miami. They beat them. We don't know if they can handle OSU, we don't know. OSU's really tough. They beat them. You know, Alabama, that's an institution, and they destroyed them. How hard is it to beat a team twice in one season in Oregon? They destroyed them. I mean, they simply came out and played literally perfect football last night. I mean, you know, obviously there was a couple small miscues, but I think when we look back on what they had to do in this college football playoff area, we're gonna say, man, that is actually even more impressive than we're talking about it in the next day. And I don't know if something like that through that particular type of gauntlet will ever be replicated, especially in the NIL era and what they had to work with in terms of NIL. So I think it was awesome. I think it was awesome for college football, and I don't know where Cignetti is going to end up next year in Indiana or somewhere else, but it would be good to see them try and make another run, right?
It would. You know, somebody will run the gauntlet again next year. I don't know what the gauntlet's going to look like. The way it's set up now, and especially if it's a team that doesn't get a bye, right? Somebody's going to run the gauntlet.
I just don't know if they'll go undefeated all year doing it.
Undefeated and is impressive. Look, the way they beat Alabama and Oregon, when we look back on it, I get it. The last game, their last victory was a 6-point victory, and they needed an interception at the end, which they got. But to beat the living crap out of two really good teams in Alabama and Oregon, coming off of a win the week before, or the game before over Ohio State. Yeah, I don't know if the gauntlet will ever be that impressive, but I mean, if you look back, those 4 in a row, I'd have to go back and look in history and find a more impressive 4-game streak, right? And I don't know that we got one because you've never had this playoff format before necessarily. Who won last year? Who was the defending champions? AJ? Why don't it was Ohio State? Did Ohio State have that gauntlet? They lost to Michigan. They didn't play in the conference championship game last year, right? So they didn't quite run the same gauntlet. Not be, you know, any fault of their own. But I don't know that we'll see, you know, it's going to be a minute before we see someone run that same type of gauntlet, don't you think?
We'll see what next year's bracket looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be done again because it's the way, it's being set up to do.
With 16-0.
Yeah. Yeah, 16-0 is... What they showed me last night at the end of the game, that only one school had ever done it, was Yale in 1860-something.
Actually playing 16 games.
Yeah, who knew? I mean, honestly, who knew? Because I sure did. Yeah, it's something, man. It's really, really, really impressive. And, you know, what Ohio State did the year before was it was impressive. But they got I don't want to say they got a break losing to Michigan, because it's not a break when you're Ohio State and you lose to Michigan, but they didn't have to play in a conference championship. Now, they didn't get a bye in the first round because of that, right? So they ran through, like, Oregon, and I don't remember who that first game was. Yeah, it might have been the first one. All right, what do you got tonight? Well, you get a little hoops. A-season on Indiana. Do you know that a former New Mexico State Aggie was on the Indiana team, Jonathan Brady? I did not know that. No. Did not know that. Good for him. He's a national champion. See, you're gonna get a ring. All right, what do I got tonight? Do you think how many coaching jobs get filled today? Any?
One.
Right. Lakers in Denver tonight. Who do you like?
It's healthy for the Nuggets. Find out.
All right. The Jimmy Butler injury we didn't talk much about. That's significant.
36-year-old Jimmy Butler with an ACL tear.
Is that it? Is that it of him being...
It as him being a legit number 2.
I think that's probably right. Clippers are on a roll. They play in Chicago tonight. San Antonio, Houston's a really good watch as well. So that's what you get tonight. And then tomorrow... Gosh, today's Tuesday already, huh? Tomorrow, Lobos are back at it, and the Lobo Talk will be on Thursday. And we'll get into a bunch of that tomorrow. Lobo basketball as they get ready to play Fresno State. Really good stuff today. And I loved hearing all the voices that we don't hear all the time. It was actually really, really nice. Loved hearing the voices that we do hear. Relatively frequently as well. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show will be after that. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas comes in at 4 o'clock, and we're back with award-winning radio. We will start at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Adrian, great work on the TV side. I'm trying to keep an eye on the camera as it goes out regularly. He's J.J. Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you.
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Hey, be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast
It's
possible.
also true for your lawn, farm, and ranch equipment.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.